In this video, you'll learn absolutely everything about how to clean your car's intake system using Liqui Moly. The best part, you won't need to take the engine apart because the whole process is simple and fast. I'll tell you what's crucial and what you must never do. So listen carefully and save your car from slowly dying due to carbon buildup. This procedure can significantly extend your engine's lifespan, improve fuel efficiency, and even bring back a few lost horsepower, especially in diesel engines. For comparison, I dismantled part of the intake system so you can see the before and after results right on the screen. Quite a difference, right? Alright, without further talk, let's get to work. In this episode, I'll be working on the 3-litre engine of my BMW E61, where I'll use a Liqui Moly intake system cleaner to carry out the entire procedure of removing carbon deposits that have built up over the years. One very important note, this process should ideally be done before an oil change. Why? Because once all that residue breaks loose and gets burned off by the engine, a significant amount of it will mix into the oil, making it highly unsafe to continue driving without replacing the oil afterward. As for the cleaning agent, I personally use this particular brand, and this is not a sponsored promotion. I've simply used it before and was satisfied with the results. However, there are many other high-quality alternatives available, so I'll leave the final choice of product up to you. We'll be applying the cleaner in the simplest possible way, directly between the intake pipe and the throttle body. First, I remove the engine cover. For this, you'll need a size 5 hex bit, although in some engine versions, Torx 25 or 30 screws were used instead. The screw locations are highlighted on the screen. I set the cover aside in a safe place and start the engine to let it warm up to operating temperature. After a few minutes, once the engine reaches full temperature, we can begin. If during warm-up your engine struggles to maintain steady RPM, it's very likely that the EGR valve is heavily clogged and not functioning correctly. This cleaning process should solve that problem. Once the engine is fully warmed up, I move to the front, release the clip on the intake pipe connection to the throttle body. This is the part highlighted on the screen, and shift the pipe slightly to the side to create enough space for inserting the hose that comes with the Liqui Moly can. I open the cleaner, attach the hose, and check that everything works properly. Looks like it's all good. Before we start the spray, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and a comment under this video, and in return, I'll record more episodes about taking care of your BMW. Thank you in advance for your support. I insert the nozzle tip about 2 centimeters inside and spray for 2 seconds, then pause for 5 seconds. Again, spray for 2 seconds, pause for 5 seconds, and repeat this cycle until the entire can is used up. If your car is heavily contaminated, it's better to take slightly longer breaks instead of rushing. Keep in mind that at this moment, the engine is under serious strain, having to deal with a large amount of greasy buildup that was never meant to be there. Always listen carefully for any unusual noises coming from inside the engine. It's normal for the RPM to drop slightly and become uneven during application, but loud metallic knocking is something you don't want to hear. If that happens, it's best to stop and consult a mechanic before continuing with the cleaner. In my case, the system is responding very well, and there are no black smoke clouds behind the car. If your engine is heavily clogged with carbon deposits, it's possible you'll see some black smoke coming out of the exhaust. Remember, the goal here is to improve the condition of your car, not to damage it. If at any point during the application you feel that something isn't right, stop spraying immediately. Don't force yourself to use up the entire bottle. Once the can is fully used, I reattach the air duct to its place and screw the engine cover back on. As part of the full service, I'll also perform an engine and oil system flush, followed by an oil change. This combination is the best possible preventive maintenance you can apply, and for years it has ensured that the engines and turbochargers in my cars have optimal lubrication and remain reliable. You'll see these steps in the upcoming episodes, which I invite you to watch. See you soon!